Hello?
Why don't you want to talk to me?
Who is this?
You tell me your name, I'll tell you mine.
I don't think so.
What's that noise?
Popcorn.
You making popcorn?
Uh-huh.
I only eat popcorn at the movies.
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
You may be wondering, what the hell am I witnessing? Well, this is Scream, as I like to call it, my favorite scary movie. And yes, we'll be talking about it in this video because it's Halloween, so I might as well make a video on my favorite scary movie. So let's get into it. You may be wondering, how does this kid watch horror movies like these when I can't even watch them? I'm like, come on, man. Well, I guess I watch them while I sleep secretly underneath the covers so my parents still see me watch them, I guess. Anyways, this movie was directed by Wes Craven, the same person who directed A Nightmare on Elm Street. It was a kind of good movie, but it was kind of confusing for some points in the movie, like the opening scene. Didn't make any sense to me. But what it was about was just a guy killing people in the dreams. Okay, enough about A Nightmare on Elm Street. Back on Scream. I don't know why I like Scream so much. Probably because it's it knows what it is. Like, it's self-aware, it's meta. But people don't like how it's like referencing old movies and like movies that came like before. Like, I like how it does that because it makes you feel like, okay, this is real. Even the opening scene is iconic. Like, from What's Your Favorite Scary Movie line, it's just iconic. And the suspense of the first scene, though. Scream has 3 sequels: Scream 2, Scream 3, and Scream 4. My favorite out of all of them has to be Scream 4. I don't know why it's my favorite, but the opening scene is kind of confusing. Like, it has like two like movies within a movie 2 times. It's just confusing for me. And Scream 4, it's good to see like all the characters back from 11 years. Scream 2 was kind of good. But the killer reveal just sucks. It's just terrible. Like, the killer got revealed, and we haven't seen him from the second scene. Like, what do you mean he's a killer, bruh? We haven't seen him from the second scene. We also know it's him because we haven't seen him from the second scene, and nobody has seen him. So that basically means that he's a killer. He must have been killing everyone. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I gotta be honest. It does not make any sense to me. Scream 4, the lightning, like, of it, like, the brightness, oh, it's terrible. Oh my, it's just terrible. Like, I don't know why it's so bright like that, but, I mean, it's still good in some regards. Like, we have the original cast back, or like 3 of them, because all the other characters died. So yeah, that's just great. Scream 3 is a complete garbage fest. Like, it does not make any sense. So, Scream takes place in a small town called Woodsboro, but now we jump straight to Hollywood. Yes, that's what I like to see. I don't like to see that. I don't know why we just went extremely, like, we jumped to Hollywood. The killer reveal was kind of good, but, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, the killer would have been, like, it could have been someone else, because the killer is just like, okay, why is he the killer exactly? Because didn't we see him die from like a second ago, and didn't someone check his pulse and there was no pulse? Also, they introduced a new voice changer that can imitate someone else's voice completely, like perfectly. Like, we don't even have that today. Why is it in this movie? Like, come on, what? It doesn't make any sense. I gotta be honest. Like, I don't know why they didn't stick to the old voice changer. It's just a cheap way of like killing off people, I gotta say. So yeah, Scream 3 is a complete garbage fest. I do not recommend watching it. Yeah. It just took like elements from the other movies and combined them into one. It just doesn't it doesn't work out. Now I'll go in detail of the Scream scenes from Scream and the ending of Scream. So Scream is about Sydney. Her mother died 1 year ago. She was murdered. One day when she went back to school, a friend told her that 2 people died in the opening scene that we just saw. That did not help her at all, and that just made things worse because it's kind of connected to her mother. So yeah, and then just stuff go down from there. The killer Ghostface just torments her over and over again, tries to attack her even. Okay, let's talk about the ending scene. The ending scene is there's Randy, the guy that's so self-aware. He's full of references. He even watches Halloween at one point. So the ending scene takes place at Stu's house party. One of the killers, actually, and then in the film, spoiler alert, one of Cindy's friends dies in the garage while everyone else is partying, which is just great. That's a worst way to die. Randy starts watching Halloween with his friends while Cindy's friends dies in the garage. And yeah, just things go downhill from that. The news reporter, I forgot his name, Gail Weathers and Dewey, the police officer, come in the house for a little bit of chat. Gail Weathers uses the cop to place webcams around the place to like spy on them and record if anything bad happens, like a evil person. So they get out of the house, and because they get a signal, like someone tells them that they found a car in the ditch, which is great. So they go to it. They almost get ran over by a car because they started walking for some odd reason. I don't know why they started walking. But then they find Cindy's dad's car, and he was the prime suspect. So now they think he's the killer. So they go back to the house. At the house, it's just total chaos. Like total chaos. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like we have one person dead so far in the garage. Randy's sitting on the couch watching Halloween, and Cindy and his boyfriend sitting in their bedroom, but then the killer comes out of nowhere and stabs them. So yeah, I just don't stabs them, but you'll realize it's actually a fake. So then the killer, Cindy tries to run out of the window, but then the killer, grabs Cindy by the hand and yeets her out the window, and she falls on a boat. That's just great. And then she looks up, Ghostface out there, she looks in front of her, and she sees her friend dead. Okay, yeah, I would just run. Ghostface instead goes for Randy, the person sitting on the couch watching Halloween, and he's too meta to notice that Ghostface is right behind him. And he's just watching Halloween being too meta, and he doesn't even know he's right there. But then Cindy screams and just shocks the killer. Then Cindy breaks down the fence. Then she runs towards Gail Weathers' news van, and she stumbles upon Gail Weathers' cameraman. Then the killer kills him. Cindy crawls through a little hole in the van, and then she runs back to the house. And oh boy, things go downhill from here. And this is the final fight or final scene or whatever you want to call it. The police officer gets stabbed in the back. Holy crap, man. That's bad. And then Cindy picks up his gun and sees Stu and Randy. Wait, wasn't Randy inside the house? So she doesn't know who it is. So then she just shuts the door on them. That's kind of good decision. Apparently, Billy's still alive. How? He stumbles down the stairs. Bro, what? And anyways, he stumbles down the stairs, gets a gun from Cindy, lets Randy in, and then guess what he does now? He lets Randy in. He says a line from a famous movie, and then shoots him in the chest. Holy crap! And then he reveals that he was the killer. Cindy runs into Stu, he reveals he's the killer. So now she doesn't know who to trust, who to like help, like ask for help. She's surrounded by two of the killers. I just don't like they trapped her, cornered her, and Scale Weathers come out with a gun, and then they knock her out, and then Billy hesitates to shoot her, then decides not to, but then still realizes that Cindy's gone. Whoa, that's just great. Originally, they're gonna plan on framing Cindy's dad to like for the murders, and like he killed everybody. But they escaped, and their plan just went haywire from there. They don't even know what to do anymore. Then the phone rings, and it's Cindy on the phone using the voice changer that they use. Then Billy starts ripping up the couches, and then he walks in the hallway. He passes by the closet and right in the chest with a freaking umbrella. And then there was just Cindy. She takes out the mask and stuff like that, and then still comes out of nowhere, tackles her. She tumbles on him, and then she grabs a freaking TV, tosses it on his head. He dies. So we have 2 kills. And Randy comes out of nowhere, and Gale wakes back up, grabs a gun, and finally they shoot Billy in the head. And then that was it. Scream introduced 2 killers, and that just blew out of the horror genre entirely. And there was so many cash grabs out of the, like, I know what you did last summer, Valentine, how in H2O. There was so many other cash grabs that spawned after this movie was released and made. So yeah, that was Scream. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Bye.